Hi, everyone. Welcome. Thank you all for coming here to our opening ceremony. Um, my name is Romeo, and here with me is my partner, Scotty Yoon, and we are proud to announce Polyhack and to kickstart this wonderful hackathon. Polyhack is a global virtual hackathon. In fact, this is our genesis, GDSC Polyhack, start of a hopeful generation for the PolyU hackathon, hosted by the Google Developer Student Club and co-organized by the Knowledge Transfer and Entrepreneurship Office and CESEF of PolyU. This is made possible by our diamond sponsors, Deloitte Digital and ServiceNow, and our platinum sponsors, Huawei, Google Cloud, Quantech Capital, PolyU Community as a Practice, and RS Components. And a huge thanks to our supporting organizations, PolyU's Educational Development Center, Rio, Faculty of Engineering, Department of Computing, Exposure Studio Production, Toastmasters, and Hong Kong Blockchain Society.
We are a young group of ambitious developers, and we aim to foster collaborative spirit for the local impact. So we've done a lot throughout the 10 months that we've been on campus. In fact, leadership not only gives direction, but it instills life into an organization. They define the culture and characteristics of membership. So our team at GDSC PolyU is a group of 17 student leaders of 8 different regions with a truly international identity. Our group of hackers, hustlers, and hipsters are split 50-50 in terms of gender ratio as well. So throughout the year, we have garnered 300 members. Despite the advent of COVID and international lockdown, our group never stopped moving towards our goal of uniting people with technology. In fact, we were able to use the situation of COVID to truly garner international attention. Students from different campuses worldwide in the GDSC network joined many of our online and hybrid events. It proved to us that where there's a will, there is a way. And the enthusiastic culture we've created at PolyU attracts similar-minded students worldwide. So throughout the year, we've held around 12 events in at least one division. We have 7 divisions total: AR/VR, AI, blockchain, cybersecurity, IoT and hardware, UI/UX, and web development. And this whole organization is run by 17 student leaders.
So some people ask us, why Polyhack? Why does GDSC PolyU want to build a fully student-run hackathon from scratch? Well, the answer is simple. We saw a lack of creative release of the student body during lockdowns. And this, Polyhack, this was our response. We decided this is a time where we come together to build for the better future with innovation. Our team has joined multiple hackathons in the past, and this time we want to build something different, which leads to the following 3 main pillars. Polyhack is a global hackathon with community spirit and peer support, because we realize that these are what makes a hack special and inspiring. Polyhack helps you build long-lasting relationships, not only with your peers, but with industry professionals. With participants coming from a wide spectrum of domain and technical level, you are guaranteed to meet people from other from your discipline. And our goal, we want to help you build solutions that help your community, but also one that makes an impact in the global scale. Moreover, through the 2 weeks workshop, talk panel, and mentorships, we expect you to grow and learn, to see something that is outside your school curriculum. And of course, being a global hackathon, we want to make sure that you make connections and relationships across the world, where everyone shares the same vision and goal to innovation. Polyhack's organizing team is a team of Poly students from different regions, disciplines, and backgrounds. Spanning across multiple time zones, you and your team are rest assured that you will be supported through our Discord channel anytime. So let's start our welcoming speeches. Our event will not be possible. without the help of our co-organizers and sponsors. We would like to welcome our distinguished guests and welcoming speeches.
Our first speaker is Professor Christopher Chow, who is the President and Chair Professor of Thermal and Environmental Engineering of the Hong Kong Polytechnic University. Professor Chow, please.
Good morning, everyone. I'm very glad today to attend the opening ceremony of the Polyhack 2022, hosted by the Google Developer Student Club of PolyU on behalf of the university. I think this is a great example of a student-led activity. As a home for educating thinkers, discoverers, innovators, and communicators in delivering positive impact, PolyU are always committed to nurturing today's leaders through a holistic education by providing a wide range of opportunities and supports to our students. We strive in interdisciplinary research and impactful innovations to address real-world challenges. Our researchers are developing breakthrough ideas, fostering sustainability, lifting economic outcomes, and improving communities' lives for the benefit of Hong Kong, the nation, and the world. I'm really happy to see this hackathon competition organized by our students, where its objective and goal match with the university's vision and mission in cultivating young talents. Technology innovation and development advances rapidly in the new era. As a group of ambitious young generation and the pillars of society, you have to equip yourself better in a more challenging world. With the theme, Life in 4.0, I believe you may experience Life 5.0, 6.0, and etc. In your generation, I hope this event is your first small step towards your big dream in inspiring and implementing your creative ideas. All in all, I would like to take this chance to thank all the sponsors and supporting organizations, especially Huawei, who is our strategic partner and always be very supportive. I wish you all a fruitful and enjoyable 2 weeks with a lot of fun and friendship. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor Chow, for encouragement and your ongoing support. Next is Mr. Paul Wang. He is the head of entrepreneur development at KTEO. He drives the entrepreneurship development of PolyU, building a holistic education to acceleration support system for student innovation and research commercialization. Mr. Wang, please.
Thank you, Romeo. Can everybody hear me clearly? Yes. So thanks. So I'm very happy to be here to witness this great student-run event. And I have to say that the student organizers have done a wonderful job. We have been supporting them for the last couple of months, and we witnessed their hardship and efforts. So, but I would also like to take this opportunity to share a little bit about our ecosystem in PolyU, so that once you finish this wonderful ideation journey, you can actually take a ride on our ecosystem and have more support from the university. So may I share my screen?
Yes.
Yes. So I have a couple of slides to run through so that to give you a brief idea about what we are going to have in the next 3 years. So this is called Polyventures 2025. So it outlines the 3-year strategic plan for entrepreneurship development. So it also contains a lot of opportunities for the students or innovators who ever wanted to tap into this ecosystem. You all know that PolyU has a very strong focus on the societal impact. So that's we emphasizes on the students, researchers turning their ideas into real world impact. And this is a snapshot about what we have already done for the past 10 years. We have supported quite a number of startups, cumulatively about 400 of them. And about 4 unicorns out of the 18 related to Hong Kong, we have 4 related to PolyU. So this is something we also take proud of. By 2025, we are targeting to nurture each year 20 research tech-based startups and groom 25 impactful scale-ups in the GBA by 3 years. So the idea is basically the 3-step, and you are currently in the step 1. It's innovation and entrepreneurship education and ideation stage. By this stage, by supporting the student-run activities like this, or hosting different kinds of educational events, we are hopefully to groom 300 innovation seeds every year, and eventually pipeline many interesting ideas into the pre-incubation or incubation stage. And eventually, we also have the later on investment support to grow them further with the about 20 plus deep technology ventures. So we also supported this type of events for ideation, or we hosted our own events, exciting the student community to work on different ideas. Of course, every time we have a different focus. So welcome to stay tuned. So if there are future opportunities, please also participate. And after this event, as a matter of fact, for all the winning teams of the Polyhack, you will get a chance, guaranteed ticket to the proof of concept 2.0. It has the cash prizes, also some training elements in it, so that can further prepare you to turn your ideas into some prototype. And eventually, if you are serious considering doing a startup of all this journey, please join our microfund journey. So this is a pre-incubation stage. It will take you to further 5-week market validation journey, and coupled with 100,000 Hong Kong dollars to really validate your ideas with the market, and eventually pipelined into the science park or cyberport incubation, so that you can basically take your idea and fly. In the later stage, we also have some investment supporting schemes, but that we will leave it at the later stage so that you can explore further. And also, the good news for you is that you please feel free to use our facilities on campus. I understand that currently is still in the hybrid mode, but when the campus is reopened, please come join us on campus, the 4th floor of the Innovation Tower. Feel free to use that facilities. We also have a long-lasting talent matching platform. So in case you need to recruit some new team members, you can just log in PolyU Innovators Exchange and set that. So basically, that's all the short commercials I wanted to do with the PolyU ecosystem. And enjoy the ride and enjoy the next 2 weeks. Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Wang. Let me reshare my screen.
Yes.
Okay. So, Mr. Wang, I really truly appreciate the vision that we have. I think we can go really far with this partnership, and hopefully the projects from Polyhack may be fast-tracked in your program as well. So our next speaker is Mr. Alan Wong, who leads the Deloitte digital practice in Hong Kong, as well as the Salesforce practice in the APAC region, and has extensive knowledge and experience in working with executives in the formation of digital transformation with a customer-centric approach. Mr. Alan Wong, please. Oh, you're muted.
Yeah, sorry. Hope you can hear me all right. And hi, everybody, and good seeing you virtually, at least today. And it's my pleasure to be here and talk to you about Deloitte Digital and how we help solve the world's problem. As I was introduced, right? So I lead up our Deloitte Digital practice here in Hong Kong, as well as which also I also look after our Hong Kong consulting practice. And when you hear about Deloitte, right, a lot of you may be hearing about, hey, is it one of the big fours? Is it an accounting firm? Actually, just to clarify and to make sure that everyone understands, actually our consulting practice is even bigger than our audit practice, and Deloitte Digital is one of the key fundamental of how we're doing business nowadays to our clients. And actually go down one slide, yeah. And just to give you a very quick glimpse in terms of what is Deloitte Digital about, right? So then you understand more where we come from. And actually, like here in Hong Kong, we have around 300 people just in Deloitte Digital. And what we aspire to do, right? Or what do we do is that three things, really easy to remember. One is to think about from a strategy standpoint, right? How do we reimagine the future? What's that future going to be like, right? How are we going to reimagine that future customer or human experience, as well as what's that journey is going to be like? And then we think about the technology aspect. How are we going to leverage, right, the ever-changing technologies to fulfill all these future thinking of how we wanted that experience to be? And then thirdly is the creative part, right? How do we make it sexy, make it cool, make it usable, and easy for use for everyone in the market, right? So this is what we do as Deloitte Digital. And actually going down one slide. And today actually really wanted to thank the ServiceNow partner as well too, right? We have been working very closely together across the globe, as well as Asia Pacific, as well as here in Hong Kong. So really thanks to them to inviting us to this hackathon, right? And our partnership with ServiceNow actually goes a long way. As I said, not only like our global relationship, actually we are actually awarded as the Asia Pacific Partner of the Year as well. As you can see, we have actually a lot of familiar logos that you're seeing here in the Hong Kong market, that we are working together, and this is just a sample of those, right? So hopefully throughout this hackathon, that's definitely one of the platforms that you may be able to use. So be able try to think about what innovations you can build with that, because just for your information, it's definitely one of the harder skills and platform out there in the market. And with that said, right, I wanted to actually play a video so for you to better understand what Deloitte Digital is about. All right, great. Hopefully, you guys had a good glimpse of what Deloitte Digital is about. But one of the very key important things, right, that you have seen just now is that I think we set forth to help with solving our clients' problem, especially solving our clients' most biggest as well as most complex problems, right? And when we think about that, right, a lot of it has to tie with the world problems right now, right? How we make it a better world, right, to live. But when we think about that, a lot of it comes down to human experience, right? How do we put humans in the middle, right? Well, as you think about it, right, we are all customers in the world, right? How everything that companies do is to think about how do they give us a better experience, right? And think about the metaverse that you guys hear a lot about right now, and think about also like smart city, right? A lot of the facility kind of talk to these topics on blockchain and things like that just now, and IoT, things like that, right? So think about it, right? Even if we had to have a smart city, right, it's really to help us to be more comfortable, to live better as a citizen, right, in the city, right? So that's something that that's the purpose of it. And also, even when we think about metaverse, right, there are different things, right? One is how are we saving, like, for example, even carbon emission and things like that by making things virtual, right? We can really have enjoy an experience virtually. So then we are doing good sustainability to the environment, as well as we are also bringing online and offline experience, right, to people. So then I may be able to look at something from the metaverse perspective, but it can also bring me offline, right? So think about it. All these things that we do, although it sounds cool and it's new technologies, innovations and things, but I think what's really important is to how do we drive that human-centric experience, right? And this is, I think, what you guys should think about as you do your hackathon, as well as even coming out in the future. It's really how do we change that experience for people. And also just wanted to touch on one point, right? As just now Professor Wang talked about the microfund 2.0, right, on the funding with Science Park, etc. We actually helped deliver a project together actually with ServiceNow as well too, to really change that experience in terms of all the way from the application to the execution of the whole funding program. So then we make it easier, right, for startups to get started, right, as well as even the registration process is everything. Like, sorry, we can go down one slide. Yeah, on registration process and everything can be made awesome and seamless, right? And this is what it's about, right? And a lot of you in Hong Kong may also be using, like, for example, like the U program, right, the YUU program. That's also another project that we have done in Deloitte Digital to again really change that experience on how do we do registration, redemption, to understanding more about the customers, right, based on all these data, and providing the best offers, right, as well as best promotions to them. So so hopefully you guys take these in mind and think about how do we change that human experience through the leverage of technologies and digital, and make it a better world for everyone. And maybe just one last video, wanted to give you another example of what we have done in Italy to help change as well as solve the world's issue. Yeah.
Italy has the lowest score in the EU Gender Equality Index in the domain of work. By age 12, 50% of girls' career aspirations are influenced by stereotypes, rooted in a tradition that marginalized women for centuries. In Milan, the number of statues celebrating great women is 0. That's why Terre des Hommes, one of the most active NGOs promoting gender equality, offered to the city's children a new perspective on the past to make them imagine a different future. Introducing the Discovery Billboards, the first child-hype billboard campaign inspiring a change in perspective and inviting children to discover female role models to look up to, like Rita Levi-Montalcini, an Italian Nobel laureate who inspired a whole generation, Malala, who encouraged millions of women to fight for their emancipation, and many more. A campaign aimed not only at children, but at any adult who cares about their point of view. And in just a few hours, the debate reached every channel.
Questo cambio di prospettiva è quello che serve in questo 8 marzo.
Terre des Hommes Italia ha lanciato una petizione che ho firmato, che si chiama Una statua per le bambine. Anche le donne. Io sono entusiasta che ci sia questa iniziativa, faremo in modo che le statue diventino statue vere di donne in tutta la città.
Milano su 121 statue non ce n'era una che raffigurasse una donna. Da poco c'è la prima.
Ecco la prima statua dedicata ad una donna, lo svelamento poco fa da parte del sindaco Sala.
Great, thank you, and everyone enjoy the hackathon.
Italy has the lowest.
Sorry, go ahead. Yeah. So yeah, as I said, first, thanks everyone, and as I said, right, leverage the opportunity of this hackathon, as well as not only it just started here, and hopefully afterwards in the future as well, make an impact to the world leveraging digital technologies. All right, thank you, and I'll pass on back to the facilitator.
Thank you, Mr. Wong, for the intro on Deloitte Digital and your inspiring definition on innovation. Yes, today's problem is definitely multi-dimensional. And participants, you should think, how can your team bring a solution that is, like mentioned, sexy and creative? How can you elevate humans' experience and leave the world knowing that it was better than it was because of your innovation? This is perhaps one of your goals in Polyhack. And allow me to thank Mr. Wong and Deloitte Digital for a generous sponsorship and internship opportunities for Polyhack participants. So Mr. Wong mentioned ServiceNow, an amazing local platform. And this leads me to my introduction to Mr. Albert Lee from ServiceNow, our next speaker. But before I introduce Mr. Lee, let's first watch a video.
Okay, season 6. Oh, this will take forever. Or not. Do I just focus on when things don't work and not appreciate when they do? So whatever is at work to pull all this off, it's working. As are those earrings. Even work works.
I just booked this parking spot, this desk, and this conference room. I'm filing status reports on an app that I made. I'm not even a coder, and it works. I like your bag. Real-time ticket upgrade?
Meaning I get to meet my childhood idol?
That works.
I named my dog Joey Futon.
CO2 levels.
If I may, all this technology is helping the world work. So you can focus on making the world work better. So I say let's work. Or I think that's what we're both saying.
When your digital solutions work, the world works. That's why the world works with ServiceNow.
Hey, what's good, Your Highness?
Introducing Mr. Albert Lee. Mr. Lee is ServiceNow's North Asia Managing Director. He has over 2 decades of extensive IT&T experience, ranging from SaaS, software, hardware to telecom. Mr. Lee, please.
Thank you, Romeo, for the introductions. First of all, on behalf of ServiceNow, I would like to thank you for this opportunity. I think this partnership is very important, not only for ServiceNow, but also for the North Asia region as well. So a little bit background about ServiceNow. We founded at 2004. So we are still a young company, around the same age as most of you, I guess. So indeed, ServiceNow is one of the fastest growing cloud company. Despite COVID situations, over the last couple of years, we are still maintaining a very high year-on-year growth. Just like last quarter, we did 26% year-on-year growth. So you can understand that, in terms of no matter how the economy situations, we are still going at that pace. That means the market potential and the customer or the organizations that require all these digital transformations requirement is there. So we have been helping many customers doing the transformations as Alan mentioned earlier from Deloitte. We have been helping many organizations like banks, like local governments, utilities companies. So we see that there are a lot of potential there working with this customer, especially helping them solving their problem. Globally, one of the good examples that we always share is during the COVID situations, we have been helping NBA and also WNBA.
to finish their seasons during COVID, where everyone is using our workflow to help them make sure that people are safe, they have got their injections, and during any quarantine period, we have got all those workflow checked and measured. So this is some of the use case that we see many customers will be able to enjoy, and also they can replicate as well. Indeed, as you can see, and I earlier shared, we are a workflow company. So we'll help customer in terms of using workflow to achieve their goal. But at the end of the day, right, workflow is only the technologies. We only provide the technologies. We only provide the platform. More importantly, what we see, or you see the video earlier, we mentioned about the workflow, how it works, how we help the world works better. Indeed, most of the thing I'll see is about people. So indeed, people resonate very well when it comes to if they see the improvements, and they can also make improvement themselves. So really what we would like in terms of having this partnership, providing the technologies so that your team can help make the world better. As Professor Chow mentioned earlier about Life 4.0, 5.0, 6.0, we are the technologies that can help build. We provide the foundations, but at the end of the day, it requires a lot of new ideas to drive the innovations. So hopefully, with our platform, we can give you a really easy and no-code experience, so that you can accelerate your ideas and innovate much faster. What I'm going to share with you next is I've invited Vanessa. She is our Director of Strategies. So she will share a little bit more about how we can help in terms of this program, and you can get more idea from her. So once again, thank you so much for the opportunity, and we'll see you soon. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Lee. First of all, I really believe in the vision that non-tech people should be able to create solutions as well. And that's what we really believe at our organization, mostly because a lot of the students here are not just computer science students. They're actually students from design, business, and we really love this opportunity to use your platform. So before I pass over to our next speaker, Ms. Vanessa Chan, I'd like to share a video from ServiceNow.
21st century.
If you're interested in joining a rocket ship where you're going to learn a ton from other smart people, a rocket ship where you're going to solve problems in innovative ways that hasn't been done before, a rocket ship which embraces incredible values and diversity at the company, ServiceNow is the place for you.
What better place is there to really help your customers be successful, get value, and help humanity? There's not much out there that's better than that. Come on aboard, let's go. Join the rocket ship ride.
Miss Vanessa Chan is ServiceNow's head of corporate strategy of North Asia. She has been in the technology industry for over 15 years, playing various roles, including business development, strategic accounts and partnerships, corporate strategy, and government relations. Ms. Vanessa Chan, please.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. I'm so excited to be here today. In the past few months, I have had the privilege to work with the organizers, and I'm so impressed by their passion and their drive. And we're so excited the event is finally kicked off today. So, you know, a lot of times I go to career panels and I get asked by students like yourself, how should I think about my career? What should I do in the future? I'm a little bit lost. So my advice is always look for problems in the world. Think about what problems you want to be part of the solution. And here's one problem I see a lot in daily life, and I'm sure you do too. Have you ever been to like a hospital? Let's say you do like a full body checkup, and they hand you a binder with lots and lots of forms, right? Let's say you need to like do like 10 tests. And they ask you to hold the folder, and then they're going to say, look at the green form, and then go to the 7th floor, ask this doctor to sign it. And then after that, you go to the 8th floor, and then there will be a nurse there, and you ask them to look at this green form. And then you take another 3 forms together to like the cashier on the 3rd floor. And then you come back to the 5th floor to see us, right? Like these are the kind of conversations we see a lot in our daily life. And you have to ask yourself, it's 2022, how can it be? I get frustrated, right? Sometimes I get mad, like, why do I need to fill out the same information 5 times? You have asked me that before. I swear I've given you my ID numbers before, right? And that's the kind of pain and complexities ServiceNow is trying to solve in the world. And you know, and I hope, you know, throughout this competition, you're going to grab, you know, develop a few skills and also knowledge about ServiceNow that allow you to look at these problems with a bit more curiosity, with passion, with empathy, and think about, you know, instead of being frustrated, and we're all humans, we will get frustrated. But then after you get the frustration out, you ask yourself, how can I solve this problem? What tools do I have to solve this problem? Who do I need to collaborate with to solve this problem? And that is the benefit of ServiceNow low-code platform. It allows you to work on the problem and invite other people to solve the problems with you. And also, you know, a lot of times we look at innovations. We want to work on big projects. We want to be part of a big innovation. But don't forget, right, even a big idea like gravity starts by observing an apple falling from a tree. It starts from something really, really small. Never underestimate a very, very small problem in front of you. Get very curious, get deep, think about it again and again. Think about what prototypes you need to build to get other people excited about the potential solution. And you know, with ServiceNow, with this tool you have, you can build a prototype, you can build a tool, an app very, very quickly. And we want a lot of these ideas out there so that we can together eventually have a big innovation. And that's usually how big innovation happens. So yeah, enjoy the competition. We're super excited to be part of this competition, and we would also like to thank, you know, PolyU, and also everyone, you know, all the facilitators, all the organizers, as well as all the partners that do this with us. We're super excited about what you are going to discover, and also the new ideas that you're going to come out from this competition. And we can't wait to see what are your suggestions. How can we make the world work better? Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Chan. Thank you so much. Honestly, we get so used to being different, being frustrated to different situations, even when we know that it needs transformation. Well, some people might lack the technical skills in the current technology landscape. They want to make a change, but they couldn't. And honestly, our team at Polyhack, me and Scotty, we are simply blown away by the power of ServiceNow, by how easy it is for people who are usually regarded as like non-tech people, and they can build amazing things for just to change the situation that they're frustrated. This is amazing. This is why we are so excited about this partnership, bringing this amazing tool to our participants and sharing your vision as well. And of course, thank you for your generous support to Polyhack. Well, thank you all speakers for welcoming speeches.